This is the targets that they're going to crazy, leaving baby stuff around me, so they're going to kill me. I adopted the child. I'm single, I'm married without a child or children. I'm potentially want money because my mother brought me a arrested immigration and there's such strong xenophobia, even there's 30 million immigrants. Always create attention around me anywhere I go. You're closing it early today? Why are you closing it early? The store's closed at 11. You always go to 11. Yeah, rushing me. Sending money again, they're going to claim, child children. So it's also attracting them. So the store's supposed to close at 11. Usually they leave the bathroom open. And the authorities don't investigate nothing. I'm being abused. They say they're going to extort me for any money I get. So they're going to abuse me. And any money I get from such abuse, they're going to steal it. So they're changing all their rules on me. The store closes at 11, and it's still 10:45 p.m. right now. Today's March 22nd, 2026. So the police told them to be inciting trouble against me. They're going to kill me as a crazy person fighting. FIFA is not safe here in New York. I will not be safe anywhere else in America. My mother just killed her. You are the one that came into the bathroom to say it's closed? Are you the one that came into the bathroom to say the bathroom is closed? I just got into the bathroom. Y'all can't be doing that. I just got into the bathroom. Your store closed at 11, and they always lock the bathroom at 11. Huh? I can hear you. Y'all can't be attacking people for any reason. So FIFA, this is the mess they are doing. I just got here. The store closed at 11, and normally they let people shop here. Even way past the closing, but they told me they're going to abuse me, and any money I win, they're going to take it back and say me also is a troublemaker. So anywhere I go, they'll be holding their nose, attacking me. Excuse me, what time does your store close today? Every day at 11. And you normally let people use the bathroom till 11, right?
No, they have to be closed before 11.
You changed these rules again?
No, I'm not changing them. You gotta use the bathroom. You can use it right now.
Yeah, he already told me to leave.
11 o'clock.
Huh?
Nothing. You're good. You can use the bathroom. You have time.
Yeah, I know. You always let people use it till 11. So they just want to bother me. The police are inciting terrorist attacks against immigrants. They used to kill a lot of black Americans like this. Now they killed my friend with a gun. I was in the bathroom, they said the bathroom is closed early. I'm like, why are you changing all the rules? They had a woman slap my butt early this morning. I'm from Nigeria, I'm gay, and they said they're going to provoke me and kill me. They said once they can make you snap, they're supposed to kill you. I've been trying to sue the U.S. immigration and the police, so they're joining in and they're jumping me, so my life is not safe. So please donate to my cash app, anyone, NYC homeless. America has become somewhere else, something else. They killed my mother, Rosas. Our own daughter's stream was crazy. So, FIFA canceled this World Cup entirely. Their police, even if you take away from New York, their police, they're able to contact each other. They can, attack people elsewhere. Due to security reason, let Canada and Mexico host it. I'm sure they can fix this security issue. They have a lot of money. And another World Cup, you let them co-host it with another person. It's so easy. It's not worth risking life. When Nigeria had a problem, you cancelled the World Cup in '95 in Nigeria, and you brought it back to Nigeria 4 years later. It's not political, it's just safety reasons. There's some black Americans say they're going to be killing Africans under this Trump, and they're attacking me. They got my green card stolen. Another African said they stole his green card passport. They stole my green card passport. My mother has been killed. My own children that were born here were moving like a black American narcotic gang, and they poisoned my mother, locked her up in a mental home. So it's not worth it. It's not safe, and they're doing increased immigration enforcement. Like the Iranians said, they're scared of coming to America. We Africans also we're scared. No one is safe in America right now, unless you're white, or unless you're part of Trump's crony. There's all kinds of investigation going on against them also. So this is what is going on. Yeah. And they don't let you shop, don't let you use the bathroom. They said they killed a black American like this while he was shopping. They accused them of using the wrong currency. George Floyd, I called the police and the police killed him. So any little thing they can call the police and the police can kill you. And they said, so this is a lot of terrorism going on. And you people have been contacting you. And it seems you're making joke of what is happening to us Africans. We are getting killed here. My mother's getting killed. And Afghan also Diallo got killed some years back. The police said they thought he had a gun. And once they call the police on you, the police can just kill you. Sometimes they tell me my phone looks like a gun. I'm like, who doesn't know what a gun looks like? They said, don't go to your pocket. And they would jump me, knock me down. I always try to record them. So the police are ambushing people, killing people in South America. Nobody can get them. So to save life, and it's true, they can kill you and nobody will hold them responsible. When they killed an African called Diallo, the police got away with it. But my father in 1999, they killed Diallo, shooting with 40 bullets. The police got away with it in New York. They didn't arrest them. They said he was trying to show the police his ID.
We closing in 10 minutes, boss.
Okay, I'm not your boss. So they incite panic. They said, so they put soda. So, this African can sue us, but you also are going to lie. This person's always fighting. So they're always trying to follow me around to start a fight with me. They don't bother the Americans like this. They let them shop late. Even sometimes 30 minutes after closing, I sometimes see the Americans still shopping. So this is what is going on. FIFA is not safe. My father was to flee America, so he came here. They robbed him, tried to stab him, and the police wouldn't help him. He left, never came back. So, and the high things are bad. This is what I'm looking for. Look how they're heated. They're heated. They keep changing the position to make me stay here longer so they can call the police and get me angry. And then if I don't buy anything, they say I'm just a trespasser. So they're hiring the black Americans to be insulting us Africans. They killed Diallo. The police said they thought they had a gun. So when they call the police on you, the police can kill you, say they think you have a gun. So if I cancel this walkout, this country is not safe. I don't think anywhere else here is safe. I've been to other cities in like New Jersey, problem. So there are police here in New York, they are reaching now. So, let them just time out, get it together, learn how to treat people. They are not treating people right in this America. They are not treating people right, especially foreigners. So FIFA, put them on a timeout. Put them on a timeout. Let them take a break. Because this country has been the most decentralized country for a long time. Let them get it together. And can then bring the World Cup back. I'm sure there are other people hosting. And then they can go host it with somebody else. Safety is important. My father's been killed. My mother's been killed. It has connection to this country. A black American of him has been killed. And they see there's no consequence for all these African deaths. So they want to continue it. So FIFA is not safe. Take the World Cup away from America. Take the World Cup away. It's not safe. Give them a timeout. My father has been killed. My mother has been killed. A black American of American has been killed. They left me homeless for 16 years. And they told me they're going to call the police on me everywhere and kill me. I'm a Nigerian. Let me take off my mask. So FIFA is not safe to bring the World Cup here. So please cancel the World Cup. America shouldn't host nothing. We foreigners don't feel safe in America. Okay? And I told them they can always take me to the immigration. I'm a Nigerian. We're going to take this to court. So FIFA cancel the World Cup. You can see the way they're treating me. They hurried me out of the bathroom. There's a black American gangster that are going to kill us Africans. So FIFA cancel this World Cup. New York is not safe. They're going to kill these Africans for real. Eric Adam also is a part of a gang. I used to go in front of his office to beg for money. I said, get out of here, nigga. While he was borough president. And they got me arrested, took my green card, punched me, knocked me down the ground. So please cancel this World Cup. I want to put my card number. Yeah. I'm a woman.
Well,
I told you last time I came in.
You spitting. You gotta watch what you're doing.
All right, don't be rude to me. I'm a human being. I'm angry. Yeah, I'm angry. I normally wear a mask, but it's too hot in here. That's why I took my mask.
But you spitting.
Yeah, I'm talking, you're rude. You're a very rude person. And you need to learn some manners. That's what you need to learn. You put your mask on. Okay? Learn some manners. I don't know how they raise you. Okay? You learn some manners. You don't insult people. You need to learn some damn manners. Okay? Learn some, I don't care how many of you hate Africans. Learn some damn manners. I know your country will protect you, but God, you can't hide from God. People die of cancer. God don't like ugly. I have a medical condition. I'm angry. So I was talking, and yeah, sometimes when I talk and I'm angry, okay? I know this Eric Adam. He has a black American gang, and they've been terrorizing. They're going to be jumping us Africans anywhere we go. Okay? And I'm not scared of nobody. No, my life is not permanent. You may hate me. I don't care. I'm a child of God. I'm not going to live forever, so they threaten me with that. I said, I don't care. You're not going to live forever. Let me talk to your supervisor, okay?
Here you go.
I put it on the table. I don't touch people's hands either.
I ain't touching.
Okay, you call me baby the other day. I said, don't call me baby. And now I'm spitting from calling me baby. Now I'm spitting. Let me talk to your supervisor, please.
Right at the end.
People talk with a spit when they talk. Yeah, I'm not spitting on her. You have to be bullying me. You wear your mask. Can I talk to your supervisor, please? Yeah, who's your supervisor, please? This is too much. This country is ridiculous. FIFA canceled this damn World Cup. Give them a timeout. You canceled the World Cup in Nigeria in 95. Nigeria wasn't safe. And you brought it back to Nigeria 4 years later. Cancel this World Cup. Give them some time. Yeah. They said they're going to kill me soon. And this is like them grooming me to be killed. Okay? So arrest them for terrorism. It's premeditated murder, hate crime. Okay, I was in the bathroom, they heard me out of the bathroom. I'm like, can you get a life, please? You fucking low lives. Who do you think you are? Who the hell you think you are? This country used to send, Americans used to live in Nigeria in the 60s. They were so broke. Nigeria received them as refugees. The owner of CNN was working in Nigeria. And the country got a little better. I will tell you your history. I don't hate you. Who the hell you think you are? They were so broke, they were living in Nigeria as refugees in the 1960s. You had a depression here. They don't teach you that in school. I will school you. Nigeria was receiving as refugees. Okay, I'm not proud I'm a Nigerian. We had a lot of oil money. And now Nigeria is broke. Such is life. Life goes around in circles. Okay, so please tell your people to stop bothering me, because if they kill me, there's going to be a problem. Okay, so please don't bother me. I know your Lolita James, she's black American also. She didn't help me. My mother got killed. She's going to be put in prison also. So let them know. We Africans, we are not nobody. I'm a child of God. You can kill me, but my God will revenge against you, and I'm going to court against all of you. So let them know. Any of your gangbanger, you kill me, it's going to be a problem. You may turn to World War III. Okay? I'm not just a nobody. My mother said before I was born, they said I was going to be born, and my life, my birth will change the world. You kill me, it's going to turn to World War III. People are going to revenge. Because Nigeria used to receive people all over the world, including Americans like you, as refugees. So you're not better than nobody. Learn your history and stop being rude. Before people will read you. Okay? So you can keep your dirty bathroom to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, shame on you. You're having your black American gangbangers attack Nigerians. You're a fraud. Trump has been trying to arrest you. I'm going to get you arrested. You have no right to be a attorney general. Your American gangbangers attacking Nigerians. FIFA take the World Cup away from here. They have their American gangbangers. You can't use the bathroom around them. They said there's a law called temporary insanity. They said the culture here, they really don't like people using the bathroom. And if they beat you up in the bathroom and kill you, they can claim temporary insanity and avoid prison. So they need to school them on any cultural numbness they have. Using the bathroom is not a shame. They say they like to shame people in the bathroom. There's a lot of deaths here regarding people using the bathroom. They say even in prison, they kill each other over bathroom use. One person will say the other person stinks in the bathroom. So they say it's just an ego problem. The culture here always, they believe they're superior to the world, and they believe, they got to act accordingly and call people stinky for using the bathroom. I don't know about all that. That's just dumb. Okay? It is human biology to use the bathroom. And there's a law here there's a defense here called temporary insanity. So they could just claim their culture made them kill me in the bathroom. They always tell me I'm using too much time in the bathroom. You know, I'm from Africa. We are not scared to use the bathroom. So the culture here. And the guy took me home, took his pants down. He had a lot of, leaky doo-doo in his toilet. So some of them don't even wipe themselves clean because their culture is against spending too much time in the bathroom. And the guy was trying to rape me. I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm disgusted. And he threw me out in the rain. He threw me out in the rain. So they don't help you. They would rather rape you and take advantage of you. And, maybe it's because I'm a Nigerian and I know this country donates money to Africa, and all that. I don't know what they do that for. But they don't treat us Nigerians nice. And they say if you're an immigrant, you dare talk about things they do to you, they're going to take you to military prison, Alcatraz, and torture you. I said they're going to be checking people's social media. Someone just kicked this stuff, so they're threatening me. I don't feel safe at all. So FIFA, they may hurt me, and even when I was telling you that it's not safe for the World Cup here, the British players, I think during France 2022 World Cup, they started kneeling down. That's the style people do in America to spread awareness of police brutality. My father's family may have come from England. Our last name is what's my mother's father's last name? Oh, McCarthy. Yeah, my mother's father's last name. No, my father's mother, my paternal grandmother, her last name is McCarthy. So when my father came here to America, he was bearing his mother's name, Henry McCarthy. That was the name he was using. I don't know whether the British government is aware of me, but the British player was kneeling down, but they were abusing me in America in 2022 when they were playing the US team. And FIFA told the British player to rise up, stand up. They can't bring politics to soccer. This is not about politics. This is about human life. There's a black American gangster. They're going to be killing Africans. And they're starting to fight with them. They say this is how they get you killed in this country. They started to fight with you and the police will come and kill you and claim they didn't know about the prior problem. And they kill you accidentally. You are so angry. So they have a Jewish police commissioner. She's Jessica Tisch. I believe she's been ordering our police to join with the black Americans and kill me real good. I've been contacting her for the past 2 years. She doesn't respond back to me. That my mother's been killed here. They need to arrest her for attempted murder. Because the commissioner, and they said she's been, when the police do something wrong in the past 2 years, they say she's been, there's a body investigative panel, they call themselves Civilian Complaint Review Board. When they recommend punishments for the police, she wouldn't carry out the punishment. She would just, let them go scot-free. So this is empowering this police under this Jewish American woman called Jessica Tisch, and I think Eric Adam hired her to troll me because she's around my age. She was born in 1981 and she went to Harvard Law School. Before my mother died, she wanted me to go to Harvard Law School, but I didn't have immigration papers. So this Eric Adam has been trolling me, said we outsiders need to go back to where we came from. I used to beg for money in his office, in front of his office in 2019, they would chase me away. And soon the police came and arrested me, and the things I used to say, this Eric Adam started saying it. I used to say in Ohio, and Nigeria became mayor. I said in Ohio, where the less undocumented immigrants have driver's license. I said Nigeria should, this country should be nice to immigrants. And then the police arrested me, framed me as crazy, took my green card, took all my money, and this Eric Adam was not making fun of me. He did a press conference weeks later. They arrested me in July 23, 2019. On January 20, 2020, my mother's birthday, he was saying, you go back to Ohio, So you outsiders, don't come back to New York. Stay away from New York. We said, we don't want you. New York is for black Americans like him that have been around for generations. And the British newspaper, The Guardian, interviewed him. Say, what do you mean telling people to stay away from New York? And he said, people don't want to share with these people. They come here to make money. And then a guy took me home after that. They locked up all the bathrooms against me. They used to send this used to be a police officer for the train department, the trains. So anytime I'm using the bathroom, they'll be bringing the police inside the train bathroom stations. They throw me out of the bathroom before I finish, and that's rape. They say he was also put in prison for sex trafficking women. While he was 12 years old here in Brooklyn, he would prostitute women and beat them, take their money, him and his gang. So they put him at 12 years old. That's what he went to prison for. And I believe he became wilder after he got out of prison. Then they make him mayor, and while he was, so he's been making comments, and he also authorized the police to be arrested. Well, he became mayor since 2022 to 2024. 5. He was telling the police to be arresting homeless, say any, and be framing up as crazy. You know, and they said they can put you in a mental hospital for 100 years in this country. You know, once the doctor say you're not okay, you're still angry, you know, they won't release you. A black American said they put you in a mental hospital for 8 years. And while in the hospital, they will get you angry, mispronouncing your name, making fun of you to keep you angry. And they know my father is dead, my mother is dead, nobody will check up on me. And they love these immigrants that come here for the World Cup. Their family may not be able to come here, they may not get visas. So they may, so please, this country is becoming more dangerous. FIFA cancel this World Cup. I don't think anywhere in America is safe, really. I was just trying to be nice. You know, cancel this World Cup, let Canada and Mexico host it, unless, you know, they can investigate this Eric Adams and arrest him. This is not a political interference. This is a matter of the black Americans telling me they're going to be killing Africans during the World Cup. You know, and you FIFA, you must be stupid to let Africans come here, you know. So it's because of security threats. Cancel this World Cup, arrest all these black Americans with this Eric Adams, and once they become safe, they can co-host the next World Cup with Morocco. I believe the next World Cup is 2028 with Morocco, and you know, people wouldn't mind, you know, sharing the World Cup with Morocco if they really deserve it. You know, I don't know. They've hosted the World Cup so many times, and I've been telling the police commissioner Jessica Teague, especially for the World Cup, can you please guarantee slavery? She doesn't contact me. Can you please guarantee safety? But what she's guaranteeing is slavery. She's a Jewish American, and I guess she's on a high horse now, seeing the way the Iranians has been brutalized. You know, and a Jewish company, Facebook, I always use their product, their app to record police attacking me, because I don't, you know, they don't want to sell me memory cards. There's a store here, Peace Richard the Son, across the street. The black American worker, as soon as we go to the store to buy stuff, say, go, get the fuck out, nigga. You know, it would treat me like that. Even downstairs when I try to use the bathroom at the train station, the black Americans, you know, the Jamaicans and the black Americans, say, get out of here, nigga. So they told them that this Eric Adams is from Brooklyn and his office is around this area, his former office. So, you know, they're all working for him to get me killed. I'm trying to get him arrested also. They said he was collecting bribery from Turkey. The Turkish government wanted to use Eric Adams to get to win favor with the American government so they can get benefits from the American government. So the former President Biden arrested Eric Adams, but Trump came and set Eric Adams free from prison, saying he needs him for immigration enforcement. And I've been criticizing Trump also. So the both of them are colluding. Even the federal lawyers, they resigned. They said they're not going to. They don't want to drop the criminal charges against Eric Adams based on what Trump told them. They said they believe Trump and Eric Adams is colluding for a criminal scheme that will benefit both Trump and Eric Adams. And it turns out they both want me gone or dead because I have evidence against both of them. I used to go to Trump's casino in 2011, Trump casino offensive, and they used to dupe me. When I win money, they won't pay me the money. And a U.S. Senator, Mark Kelly, said he's found evidence last year that Trump was doing this in 2011. So they may impeach him, and he may lose a lot of money, he may become broke. And I'm a very important witness because I recorded all those things. You know, so that's why they both men, Eric Adams and Trump, want me dead. You know, and this Eric Adams also is very jealous that me as an African, I could win a lot of money in this country. He said his people didn't get reparation. So I guess it's just based on ethnic racism. This Eric Adams is colluding with Trump, and this Trump is just scared of me. They say it's racist also, but I think this Trump is just scared because I have evidence against him. He was duping me, and they said he duped a lot of people in his hotel, and you know, all those people could wipe him out, you know, money-wise. So this is why they all want me gone, and they're using and they're deploying gangs to also attack other Africans, so that to cover up, so it wouldn't look like I'm the only one the gangs is attacking. It should just look like, you know, America's just not safe for any African. So it's what's called collateral damage in the other military strategies. Like you're trying to hurt somebody and you don't want people to know why you are targeting them to hurt. You hurt other people like them. So they may want to hurt these other Africans as collateral damage. A black American helping me when the police took my home and I was filing a lawsuit. Eric Garner, they choked him dead. You know, close to my birthday. at the same place where I met him, and they left signs to terrorize me and show me they were kill them in revenge and to make sure I don't get any money in this country. I've been trying to sue the immigration for arresting me as a child, and all the lawyers in America wouldn't help me. Even the courts, hired a monitor to monitor this police for abusing people like me. And they hired law firms like law organization like Legal Aid. That Legal Aid has put me on hold since 16 years. I contacted them 16 years ago. I still contact them now, and they always tell me, they can't help me, or they tell me they're gonna help me soon. They just keep playing me like that. From they can't help me or they're gonna help me soon. 16 years kept me waiting. And they're the legal organization that were appointed by the Manhattan Federal Court to look into the police and politicizing people of color like me. So they don't have to take my case to court. My mother used to file cases by herself, but the court always throw it out. Say whatever she said doesn't make sense. Because you got to explain, and I'm always in the rain. I don't have time to type, and they abuse me everywhere. I also have diarrhea, they don't let me use the bathroom. So how can I, I'm always looking for bathrooms, and I'm always feeling tired. So this is the pills I normally take for my diarrhea. And they're the only ones that sell it to me. So if they don't let me come to my shop anymore, I won't be able to buy drugs for my diarrhea, and I'll be messing up my pants. So I walk around in the rain, for 16 years. They took my home wrongfully. So FIFA stopped this World Cup, and they're threatening with their police that they're going to kill a lot of Africans during the World Cup. So FIFA stopped this World Cup, and I solemnly swear under United States perjury laws and under relevant laws and U.S. Constitution that what I'm saying is true to the best of my knowledge and things I remember, and and to the best of my belief. In case I die or I'm killed, only civil activists like me should administer my state. No family or friends should administer my state or inherit anything from my state, and they should get just from me. And the civil activists administer my state should get just from me and my late mother, and donate the rest of my asset out in charitable financial donation to people suffering from phobia like me, and immigrants being deported by Trump should protest for assistance. Nobody should make a movie about me in case I die or I'm killed. I'm very introverted, and I told people, I told the immigration when they arrested me in 2000 that when they asked me if I have evidence, because they were going to deport me in 2000, they said my mother's visa doesn't cover me. And they were lying, when the green card holder brings a child here, even though if the child doesn't have any visa covering them, they're supposed to give you a special visa called humanitarian parole visa to allow you to stay with your parent, because America signed a law that they can't separate mother and child. So, but told me they were going to deport me. I told them, I wanted to apply for asylum because my father was abusing me. And the immigration asked me, did I tell anybody when my father was abusing me? I told them no. I was like, why? I told them I'm introvert. I don't really talk about my life unless I'm under duress. And even then, I don't talk to people about everything. As I just never told anybody that my father was abusing me. So it's in my immigration file. My immigration file number is 7795462. So I don't really tell people about my personal life, so my family or friend wouldn't know anything about my life, so they won't be able to accurately depict me in the movie. And I don't even trust anybody to be able to depict me accurately in the movie. So in case I die, if anybody's going to make it, if any movie that has to be made about me has to be alive and well to direct it and market it, otherwise I don't trust anybody to be able to accurately depict me. I don't really talk to people about my life. Only when I'm under duress like this, I talk about certain things. I don't talk about my whole life. Even when I was talking to friends and family, I don't talk about my whole life. I only talk about general stuff. So they don't really, they open line, they say they know all about me. So, and also, I'm not looking for surrogacy with anyone. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for anybody to adopt. I'm not looking to adopt anybody, whether adult or child. I'm looking for anybody to adopt me. Even though they framed me up as crazy, my mother's daughter also killed her. My mother said they were moving with a narcotic gang, and they killed my mother while me and my mother was trying to sue the police for taking her home. I believe the narcotic gang may be affiliated with the police, and they lured my mother's daughters to poison my mother with like counterfeit poison. And my mother fled to a hospital, and the daughters showed up there even without my mother telling them what hospital she was in. And they told the hospital to lock her up in the mental ward. And that scared my mother to death. And they said when they lock you up in the mental ward, there's an injection they give you that could stop your heartbeat. It's supposed to calm you down if you're angry and you don't want to go to mental ward. That injection is called ketamine. It could slow your heart down. So when they showed my mother's picture, they wouldn't let me see her after she died to make me hurt some more. So but I believe she's dead. I wouldn't like to say, hey, but they say this country is able to do anything. So but they hid her body from me, so I don't know. but I'm thinking she's dead. But they showed me a picture, and her face was like, her mouth was like almost open. That means they stabbed her, And the Jamaican woman was torturing my mother because I was on the phone with my mother, and she was telling the Jamaican woman to help her. The Jamaican woman was a nurse. So my mother was telling the Jamaican nurse to help her move her body because my mother said she's been in one position too long. They strap all kind of machine on my mother. They said their hospitals always abuse Africans, and they misdiagnose you, misuse their equipment on you. But they locked me up in the mental ward also. They were feeding me medication when I wasn't crazy, And my mother said they strapped her with so many machines, and she couldn't move her body, and her body was just in one state for so long. So she was telling the Jamaican to help her move her body because they strapped so many medication on her and tied her down. And the Jamaican said, no, you're going to suffer pain. I'm not going to help you. So my mother told the Jamaicans, I'm going to contact the authorities as soon as I get out of the hospital. Within 2 days, they locked my mother in the mental ward and didn't make sure she didn't get her. Framed her as crazy and killed her and stabbed her. So there's a lot of Caribbean people and black Americans. They say they're going to be punished as Africans for the slavery we sold them into. So please, Africans are hated here. They abused us in the hospital. There was a Nigerian newspaper, I think it's called African Abroad or something, when I came in 2001. They were saying a lot of Nigerians are dying in the US hospitals. In New York, see they're mistreating them. And my mother says it's true that when the doctors kill people, she was working in the hospital as a nursing assistant. So when the doctors killed somebody in the hospital, they'll be laughing. They'll be laughing at the way the family is crying. And I was crying, and all the doctors will be laughing. Say, My mother said she stopped working in the hospital anymore, and she was a nursing assistant, but she started working a lower job, working as a maid in people's home, washing people's houses for them. Because as a nursing assistant, she was making more money. But she said when they kill an African, when they kill somebody, all the doctors will be laughing. And they forget that she's an African. So they'll be laughing. So that one was crying. So that they're killing people here in America. FIFA canceled this World Cup. Cancel it. My mother is dead. The FBI was recording everything my mother was telling me. They put me in immigration prison and they put the FBI, so they're afraid. They don't want me to be alive. And and I want to get the FBI to release every recording. And until they arrest all these doctors that have been killing Africans, my mother was saying, she's aware of everything, but she was afraid to go to the court. But she was open one day. They've killed her. So the FBI need to locate all these doctors that kill Africans here in the hospital, here in New York, and walk away scot-free. FIFA is not safe. Cancel this World Cup. Cancel this World Cup. This country, they said they bombed the Iranian children. And this Trump during the war, and the Iranians said they don't feel safe. I'm not Iranian. FIFA don't force people here. And you FIFA, it's like you're making fun of Africans. You said the World Cup will end in New York July 19. I came here at 19, I was born in July. They killed my friend July 23rd. And they blew up my apartment March 19. So it's like you FIFA, you're friends with Trump. You may be a racist organization. Don't allow Africans here to be killed. Cancel this World Cup. Apologize to the world, or make it. At least you did a good thing. You allow Canada and Mexico to be co-host. So at least people, I'm sure you won't be sued. That's why it's good to have co-host. You did a smart thing. Don't fuck it up, FIFA. I'm sorry to curse. Don't fuck it up. Just remove America. Allow Mexico and Canada hosted. And when they arrest the people behind killing Africans, and and you can bring the World Cup here. You did that to Nigeria in 1995. The under-17 World Cup. You said no, there was a meningitis. And you took it away. Yeah, Nigerians were sad. They insulted FIFA that you're a rich organization. You wouldn't have done that to America. People were saying that in Nigeria. So you would have done that to America. And you brought it back to the World Cup to Nigeria. I remember people saying that. So if it was America that had meningitis, you would tell the world, come to America, come get the meningitis. So so FIFA don't get sued. Don't get sued. People in Nigeria will sue you, take all your money. People in Nigeria were saying that. Yeah, if it was America hosting the World Cup with or without meningitis, you say you'll be biased towards America. You're going to get sued, FIFA. They're killing Africans here. There's a black American gang. Cancel this World Cup, apologize to the world, and the world will hail you. Everybody is like afraid. That I'm going to contact all these other. The Jewish guy blocked me from Instagram, blocked me from Facebook. I used to contact organizations like the Palestinians for Freedom. It's a Irish organization and British organization. They were helping sue Israel. they say Israel is racist and shouldn't participate in the World Cup or free. So I contacted an organization, Palestinians for Freedom. It's a British organization, an Irish organization, but they call themselves Palestinians for Freedom, something like that. On Instagram and Facebook. Now this Jewish guy Zungerbot has blocked me on Instagram and Facebook. They were raping me this morning on the street. A woman was trying to stick her finger in my bottle. I was grabbing my bottle, and I started recording on Facebook Live, and because that's the best way to record stuff, so in case they kill you, at least the recording will stay on. And the police jumped out of the car. And they go, like they were about to punch me for recording on Facebook Live, and I was recording the police, and they canceled my video on Facebook Live. Say, your video is too controversial. So there's a Jewish American helping cover up. So FIFA, even these foreigners, if they're killing them, if they try to go on apps like Facebook, they're going to get deleted. YouTube also deletes my stuff, and the Americans control the social media. And they say, if you can't get your video online, they will kill you and claim it's a mistake. So FIFA, the Americans, they run the world. They run the world. They control YouTube. They control social media. I even heard they bought TikTok for China. So they can kill you and make sure your video doesn't get to the public. I say you're a crazy person. And, I say for national security reasons, the social media is banned from releasing your video. So FIFA, cancel this World Cup. Let Mexico and Canada host it. You can give it back to America. They have stadiums. This is a stadium I'm in front of. They have multi-billion-dollar stadiums. Apart from the safety issue, I really want them to host it. It's just not safe. And I'm sure they can address this safety issue, and they can host many, many other World Cups. And I'm sure the world would enjoy it. They have flashing lights, bright lights. The world will enjoy it, and the people love coming here as tourists. But under this storm and the way and the police brutality, the police are trying to kill me. And the Jewish American woman that's the head of the police, she's authorizing them. She needs to be arrested for conspiracy to abuse me. There's many laws that protect me. There's the Matthew Shepard law, whereby a gay white guy was beat up by some white. People were walking so close to me. This store, they used to close at 12 midnight. They changed the time again. To 11 p.m. So they keep changing the time schedule. So I thought they were closed at 12. That's why I came here. Yeah, they always change the time schedule on me. And they don't provide adequate notice. So there's somebody trying to go here thinking they're still open. So the police told them to be setting me up. One day I met one of the police there. So you're not going no. You're going down. When Eric Adam was mayor, and so that's when I come in, they was all saying, this African thing, this African, they'll call the police to take this African away. So they want me to put it on myself. They said this is how they make fun of us Africans, say we are poor. And there used to be Americans living in Nigeria in the 1960s and 70s. When America was so poor due to the high oil prices, they had the Gulf War or some war with Iran, and the oil prices shot up. And many Americans moved to Nigeria, to be able to afford to live. But since then, American economy got better. But now Trump is calling Nigeria a shithole country, really? Says it's a disgrace to humanity. So, and this is inciting people to attack us Nigerians. They have a special visa they could give Nigerians, a T visa. A lot of us Nigerians were under attack. I used to get poisoned. I used to go to an American ice cream shop in New Jersey. I used to rent a hotel, go there, and the black Americans would be hiding the ice cream I like, the milkshake, the chocolate one that I like. They'll tell me, we're going to make it special for you, and they'll go to a secret room, and those other milkshake, they have it in public view. And they'll go to the secret, and they'll be laughing, and when they give me that milkshake, which tastes funny, and all of a sudden, my hair starts falling off, I started losing weight, and then the Russian president came to Alaska to visit Trump last year. And I used to criticize Trump, I would read things in the newspaper. Since the time I go to read the newspaper, the police will try to arrest me in the library. Because anytime I read the newspaper and they give reports that Russia maybe is helping Trump steal the election and stuff like that. So I always tell people on the train that the Russians may be helping Trump. I said Trump is also very corrupt. I said I went to his hotel in 2011 and he duped me. I won money and they didn't pay me the money I won, and they took the police they brought the police to drag me out of the bathroom, told me I required everything. And I said then when he became president in 2017, he invited U.S. senators that he needs to get rid of some Africans. He should create a special law for him. And the U.S. senators Senator Schumer, of New York State, said, Trump was calling African countries shithole. I used to go to the bathroom in his hotel, and he said, I said, I was born a boy, I'm now a girl. So it seems to me that Trump was insulting, calling Nigeria a shithole country. Because people say the anus is used for doodling, for shit. It's a shithole. It's not for having sex. So he said Trump called African countries shithole. So it seems he was insulting me, for being gay. Even though I heard he's gay also, is Epstein said, So he was saying calling. So I guess that was his way of calling Nigeria a gay country, because I'm gay, I'm from Nigeria, and a lot of people here don't like gays that are feminine like me. They said that Trump may be gay also. That Epstein said he goes to have sex with President Clinton, gives him sexual oral sex, So I guess even in the gay community, someone like me that you can easily dictate as gay, they don't like me in the gay community. Say because I really can't fit in American society. They're very biased towards feminine people that are born males and not feminine. So it was called. So even if Trump was gay, it would be understandable why he would hate me, because in the gay community, we feminine gays are not liked at all. Because they say we always get people to attack gays because they can easily spot us. A lot of gays like to leave the hell down low, marry women, and do their gay stuff, adventures. So it's just a whole lot. My battery's about to die. It's raining. So I'll be contacting that Senator Schumer of New York State. He doesn't respond back to me. I contact him, so they don't want to help as an African. A lot of them are very patriotic, and they don't want to go against their country to allow an African with money. And that's the danger. If all these Africans are killed here, a lot of them will go against their country, their politician, and they'll cover it up for the police. They'll say it was just an accident. They'll say the police is just, some of them were on drugs and say they didn't mean to do it, and they'll just minimize it. So that's the danger. So FIFA, don't take this risk. America is not safe for Africans. Cancel this World Cup, please. And please, if you're watching my video worldwide, please donate to my Cash App and once you're homeless, or give me student loan. Interest rate should be similar to what the U.S. government charges students here in America, or what commercial bank charges students. Whatever is less, I don't want price gouge, and I don't want anybody. So you can give me a student loan in my Cash App or to me in person. I do beg for money everywhere I go. I'm not looking for surrogates. I'm looking for marriage. I'm looking for anybody to adopt me. Some people say they're going to kill me. I'll go lie in court. That any money, any potential lawsuit money should go to them. They say they can lie in court. There's a lawyer called Parentage by Stoppel that anybody can claim this. They met with you when you're alive and you adopted their children. A black American actress, it happened to her, alleged she married another black American who was poorer than her. And when they divorced, they didn't have any child. This black American went to court, sued her, and said, she told him to go and adopt children from China. And the woman was like, she's black and he's black. Why would she want to adopt children from China? And the court said they believe him, and they awarded him money for child support till the child turns 21 or 18. So this is the danger these Africans would face. There's some black Americans that are going to be targeting Africans, killers and robbers. And there's another black American, he calls himself Life of a Diaper. He always attacks Africans or other people. And it will make up a lie. And he get and will scare these people to death. And he scared a Nigerian on the train. He made up a lie as a Nigerian. He saw his mother, and the Nigerian was so scared. He just started running away on the train and fell up the staircase. And they're supposed to arrest that black American for inciting the riots, for fake alarm, and they won't arrest him. If he was doing that to white women or whatever, abusing white men, they would have arrested him. Like Bill Cosby, they said he was abusing a white Canadian woman, and they arrested Bill Cosby. Even though they said he had already settled the case out of court, and the prosecutor had already promised not to arrest him, but they still went to arrest him because he's a Canadian comedian that lives in America, and he was able to appeal the case successfully after spending many years in prison. So a black American attacking Africans, they would never arrest. Even my father, when his Puerto Rican robbed him and threatened my father with a knife, in the 80s and 70s, and the police wouldn't arrest that Puerto Rican. My father had to run away from America, and they finally killed him. In Nigeria, as I was criticizing Trump, they said they injected him with a drug. And this Putin came to America in 2025 and was doing a press conference, and there were cameramen recording, and they said, but from afar, they said, "Yo, they didn't do a press conference." So there were people hiding, recording, and they said they could read Putin's slip. It was telling Trump, "Anytime you want me to kill, just let me know, I'm going to kill it." And Trump said, "Thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate that." So I'm gender non-binary. I was a boy. I used to be a girl, and I used to be a gender non-binary. Now I'm a girl, but sometimes I'm gender non-binary. That means I tell people to call me it, not they or them. But sometimes people will mock me and call me it, But the correct term is they or them, And the same person was saying, "I'll kill it anytime. I will hurt anytime you want me." I said, Putin did tell Trump, "I will kill it anytime you want me to. Just let me know." So since then, I think they bribed some black Americans to be putting poison in my food. I normally go to buy ice cream in Shake Shack. I notice anytime I go to New Jersey, Trump will leave the White House, go to New Jersey also. And anytime I'm buying the milk, so I didn't know they were poisoning me. I guess to make me feel the pain. But I noticed in that New Jersey, black Americans would try to punch me because I used to ask people on the street, I'm like, "How can I get a house to rent? I had money." I was like, "Shut up, nigga. They don't push me, nigga." And they'll be punching me, beating me, So they hired some black Americans to almost try to kill me. And, and they'll be make the black Americans in New Jersey, Elizabeth, they were so rude to me, and people tell me, "Go and kill yourself, And even the hotel will kick me out. Say anytime you come and stay in the hotel, all your hair is all over the bed. It's like you leave your hair everywhere." I said, "Look, my hair, I'm losing my hair. I don't know if I'm losing my hair." They don't come to the hotel. It was a Polish owner of the hotel. Trump was a Polish American. And they'll be so rude to me in the hotel. They wouldn't want. Even sometimes when I want to rent a hotel, they'll tell me the hotel is fully booked. And while I'm waiting outside, when I'm leaving, I will notice a black American will go with them. And I'll be recording, they will give the hotel to the black American. So I'm like, these people are not really racist. It's the Polish owned hotel, they own hotels in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So it's like, why don't they like me? So I believe they may be helping Trump just try to get me to commit suicide. And then they told me, the reason why I don't want to rent hotels to you anymore is because your hair is always falling over the place. And I'm like, "Why are you so particular about my hair?" I said, "I don't have a broom." I said, "Every time you leave, your hair will be all over the bed." I was just losing my. I said, "No, stop coming to the hotel." And one day I was trying to go to New Jersey, and this black American punched me on the train. He told me, "You can't sit in front of the train, go sit in the back." I said, "Sir," it was a train worker, Penn Station. And they punched me, and no lawyer would help me, the police wouldn't help me. I have the video on my Google Drive. So they abuse us, immigrants, anything, they'll punch us, beat us. They used to beat up my mother also. So FIFA, they're going to beat us, these immigrants, kill them from Africa. I know you FIFA, it's like you're making fun. You say America is safe, and that's it. So please, you're under warning, FIFA, you're going to get sued. And this is a financial decision. And I think a lot of people in Nigeria really like what you're doing. Because so to sue you, because they were saying, in 1995, I'm not biased in favor of Nigeria or anything. In 1995, I remember the president that was saying, if America had meningitis, FIFA would still host the World Cup in America. They wouldn't have taken the World Cup from America. This is because Nigeria is a black country. And FIFA said Nigeria had meningitis problem. And now, America has a safety problem. And if you bring this World Cup to America, a lot of Nigerians will sue you. So FIFA is a financial decision for you also. Because you also used to ban British stadiums because there were some racist gangs that used to beat up foreigners anytime England is hosting a World Cup match. And you ban British stadiums for most World Cup matches and stuff. So a lot of British people sue you also. So FIFA, you gotta be consistent. Because I'm also open to go to court. The lawyers here won't help me, and some of them that claim they won't help me, they want me to call them on their phone. I said, "I want to deal with you on Facebook, on social media." Then they cancel my social media. Because I heard the lawyers here in America, anytime you die, some of them go and lie that you authorize them to take your money to give it to other people. I used to talk to them on the phone. That's why I say I don't trust any lawyer, especially here in America. And all of them, they don't want to talk to me on Facebook. They'll tell you to call them on the phone, or they want to call you. I say no. Anything we're doing, I want it to be also talk on Facebook. Because I've been hearing a lot of lawyers in America, when somebody dies, they'll go and be stealing money from the person's estate. So the person told them, to take the money for, So I haven't been able to get a lawyer. A lot of them want to swindle me. They say they want to talk to me on the phone in private. I said no. I want us to be discussing on Facebook. I'm not your friend. We're conducting official business, and I want us to be talking on Facebook, typing. So in case I die and you as a lawyer want to take any money from my estate, say I told you personally to take the money, anybody can then sue. People administer my estate, civil rights activists that haven't denied me of the past that administer my estate, will be able to look through my Facebook record and maybe say, it will say this person only contacted you on Facebook, and there's no evidence of them telling you to take their property and keep it for yourself. It's not even fun. So a lot of them, I just feel they have to be patriotic, and we foreigners, they have to defeat us. And the police commissioner also. So I haven't been able to get a lawyer in almost 30 years. Because sometimes they see my case is good, even my immigration case, and they decline to help me. Even some of them will take the money and not show up in court. So this is how they did with us. When I was in immigration prison, a lot of the Africans were getting deported. The lawyers here wouldn't help us, the free lawyers. They said, even when I called them, they told me they prefer Arabs, they don't understand African. I said, we're all immigrants. Why don't you understand about Africa? I said, we're all applying for some, So my mother had to be spending all her money to pay for lawyers, almost 30,000. She spent. She was so poor, and she used to work as a maid, clean people's houses. And all the money she had, she spent on lawyers. And then before they killed her in the hospital, the Americans are killing us. FIFA, don't bring the work up here. Don't bring the work up here. They killed 10 million Africans during slavery, and we Africans, we don't get nothing. They deport us, deny us due process, and the Nigerian government started helping. I contacted them. They told me they're going to help me. I've been waiting 6 years and they don't help me. They said they want the America to come and invest in Nigeria, and they don't care. This is what I heard. So they're bribing the American government to kill people like me. I said they want the Americans to come and build houses. They want Nigeria to look like Dubai, and they believe helping the Americans to kill Nigerians because they want Nigeria to look like South Africa, say they want to develop South Africa. So the Nigerian government has been sabotaging Nigerians. There's a visa, T visa that Nigerians could get. The President Clinton signed it as soon as I came to America. Even a prophet told my mother to bring me here and said God is going to use me here, that God wants me here. And as soon as I came here, President Clinton signed a T visa law that said immigrants that are facing that have been targeted by criminal schemes can stay here in America permanently and get a T visa. And the Nigerian government wouldn't help me. So they said that Trump is deporting Nigerians to other countries like Ghana. And these Nigerians are roaming the street. Some of them have all their money in America, all their children in America. And they could have been qualified for T visa. So this Trump is prioritizing the deportation of Nigerians just to get me back for criticizing him. The Nigerian government is not helping these people or helping me. My passport has been stolen, my green card has been stolen, and the Nigerian government is going to give me a new passport. I've been waiting since 2019. They don't give it to me. They tell me they're going to, give me money also. Anytime I contact, they don't respond back to me. So they're joining into traffic Nigerians, which is a war crime. So they said Nigerian government is the most corrupt government in the world. And they're hoping if I get killed here, maybe some of my family in Nigeria will be able to inherit some of the money. So they're waiting for me to be killed. They said Nigeria is desperate for money. The oil, before the Iran war, the oil was going down. And they said Nigerian currency lost almost over 10,000 of its value. And they're afraid the Nigerian economy is going to crash. So they are looking for money, and they believe the Americans will come and build buildings. The Trump would have authorized the American businesses to build buildings, make Nigeria look like Dubai. But they want me to be killed first, and bribery, that Trump will bribe them. So the Nigerian government is also trafficking Nigeria. So FIFA, don't be an acquiescence or do not collude. And they're denying Nigerians T visa that it could be, especially I love immigrants could get it, but I know Nigeria should be able to apply for it, because this Trump is targeting us for deportation, wrongful because I criticize him and I have evidence against him that could make him broke. Because he was, and in 2020 tried to kill me. He said people should be drinking bleach. I used to drink. There was a time when my immigration case was going on. I read online, if you drink apple cider vinegar and rub it on your body, it helps kill bacteria and makes you healthy. So, but say you got to dilute it with water. So I drank it, and it was actually burned my stomach, burned my anus, and I started having bloody discharge. So I called 911 around 2004. They took me to the hospital. They said this Trump is friends with the FBI, and I've been on the FBI surveillance for almost 30 years now since my immigration case. Even though I got my green card 2008, but the FBI puts me on surveillance. I said the FBI always links information to Trump if they're watching somebody that Trump doesn't like. So this Trump 2020, he told people to be drinking bleach. Because he knows I'm into alternative therapy, and a woman drank bleach, say curse COVID. A woman drank bleach in Florida and died. I almost drank bleach and died. He's been trying to get me killed. In 2014, after they killed Uruguay, I was going to help me sue Trump. Somebody told me to go and stand in front of Trump's house in 2014 on December. There's a Christian group that's going to give us homeless people Christmas present. I went and stood in front of Trump's house. Within 5 minutes, Trump arrived and tried to hit me with a car, in his Fifth Avenue mansion, and he posted about it days later. Said he could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue and still win the election. And it was making mention like everything is set, And then Hillary started saying the Russians are helping Trump fix the election, and soon he won the election. I said he said he could shoot somebody, and I believe while I was criticizing him in 2019, the Russians went and shoot my father with a bad injection, because my father was going to the hospital to get treated for a black problem. So this Trump, the Russians must have found out, about, and telling Trump, and the CIA and the FBI must have found out that person that's trying to sue you, the father is getting treated for back problem in Nigeria, and we can just shoot the father with a bad injection and kill the father just to make this person sad and cry. And soon after that, and when I was criticizing Trump, they said my father got shot with a bad injection and he died in Nigeria. And a Polish woman came to tell me before my father died. He said, stop being a bum in America. Go back to where you came from. You have a house. Go back to your house. So I tried to record a but she ran away on 53rd and 4th Avenue. And soon after that, they told me my father was dead in Nigeria. Somebody shot him with a bad injection. And they said he left me a house. I never used to talk to my father. And there's a Nigerian lawyer also here in America. He works for the NYPD as their lawyer. So I used to go to his church. His name is Pastor Ike. And he was telling me, in 2014, he said, reconcile with your father. If you don't, you may not be able to see him again. I said, your mother needs to leave Pennsylvania. She's going to die of a heart attack. I said, which trying to kill your mother with a heart attack? So I called my mother. I said, a Nigerian pastor, his name is Pastor Ike. He works with the NYPD. I said, it's very good. He said he was able to tell you that you have a heart problem. And he said you're going to die of a heart attack. He also said he used to be part of a cult in Nigeria that kill people. I said, they call it Ogbanje cult. He said they kill people. I said he has now repented. He's now in America as a U.S. citizen. He said you have to leave Pennsylvania. He said a witch is trying to poison you with a heart attack. My mother said it's no witch. He says her daughter. My mama said her daughter has been feeding that car fish poison. My mama said anytime that daughter Bolani, that Bolani is moving with a narcotic gang, and anytime she gives her food, her heart starts boom, boom, like that. Says counterfeit poison. My mama said her feet is also swollen. I told my mother, okay, come to New York. This Nigerian pastor said it's going to help you get a room. Me and you be in a room in the Bronx. Mama said no, that she's good, that she doesn't want to come to a church if the pastor says he's killed many people. I said he wrote a book about it. So my mother said no, that if somebody has killed someone before, that person is always has been a part of a cult. So my mother said you can't trust that person. He said that person may still have those evil powers. So my mother said no. My mother told me to get out of that church. That she's not coming to that church. And so my mother told me that daughter poisoned her again, and she's now came back to New York. She's in the hospital, and that daughter showed up in the hospital locked her up. My mother's not dead, So I believe that Nigerian pastor Ike, what he was telling me, God didn't tell him. It was the NYPD telling him that Trump is, or the American government or the Russian government is going to kill my father. That's why that Nigerian lawyer Ike said God was telling him. And another, before they stole my green card in 2019, a black American pastor also sent me an email that God told him that I should get a wallet and put all my important ID in my pocket. Because back then, 2019, I used to put my green card and everything in a bag and carry it with me like this. Because I heard if you put things in your pocket while you're sleeping on train, people come and cut your pocket open while you're sleeping and steal your ID. So I always hide all my stuff underneath my bag and I use a rope to tie my bag around my leg. So if somebody's trying to take, so and they won't be able to get my stuff, I will get away by the time they're moving my stuff around, And so the police, so when I'm begging for money, I will leave my bag here. I will sit on the chair beg for money. And the police in 2019, to steal my green card and all my money in my bag, they sent a guy to slap me. And as I was crying, the police came and knocked me down, put me in handcuffs. Say, you're crying, you're crazy. I said, the guy just slapped me on Bridge of Avenue. And they took my bag away and stole my money and green card and everything. An African also around that time said the police they stole his green card. He was homeless for Senegal. They stole his passport. My mother said he used to steal a U.S. passport also. So I've been trying to sue the NYPD and they killed everyone helping me. The police have been using black Americans to rob and kill, rob people and stuff, Africans. So the police, and they said that police used to do that. They used to call them the dirty cops of Harlem in 1990s. They would arrest a black American, saying or a black person, say the person is doing drugs, and rob the person, go into the person's pocket, take the money. Even Eric Garner said the person that killed Eric Garner, they said many black Americans said that guy used to arrest blacks and like to play with the black people's penis. They said that dirty cops used to do that. Just lie on people and arrest them. And they finally went and killed Eric Garner. So it's part of the dirty cops of New York City. And they went and killed Eric Garner, and there's so many of them. The federal agent was able to arrest them in 1990s in Harlem, but they said there's many of them all over Brooklyn and everywhere. And they are the ones sending black Americans to start a fight with me, and their police will just come and kill me and put their hand in my pocket, steal my money, steal everything. I said some of them will be touching your penis after you die, And they said, in immigration prison, they will tell you to strip naked and they'll grab your penis and stuff. They do all kinds of stuff in immigration prison, but they will always tell you to strip naked. I've heard they would grab your penis also, and stuff. The cities have their law enforcement treat prisoners. They said to watch. They said that they're afraid of weapons. So I heard so many other things, But I know they will strip you naked in immigration prison. But I've heard they will touch your penis and stuff. Their law enforcement here when you're in prison, So please, this how they're degrading Africans. They will arrest you on anything and tell you to strip, and they'll watch your penis and stuff. This, especially like arrested African males, and tell you to strip naked and they'll be watching your penis. The eye will be on your penis. So it's just too much. The immigration in New York City and their police, FIFA is not safe. I don't think, they have to address this. You took the walkout from Nigeria in 1995. Since then, my father has been killed. Links to the American government. My mother has been killed. Links to the American police. My mother's daughters were moving with a narcotic gang, and I believe the police inspired that gang to give my mother's daughter poison to kill my mother with. It was a special poison. My mother said, after that daughter gave her that poison, I had to go. And that Bolani has been coming here to New York, and she knows where I'm at. I'm like, how was she able to know? So she's working with the police. She was born in America. Like my mother said, she's part of a gang. So this is what they're doing. So they're abusing us Africans. So until they are ready to tell the truth and investigate the killings of Africans and abuse and robbery, that World Cup shouldn't take place, where Africans are at risk. And they have the money, they have the lawyers, So please, there's so many dead bodies. My mother dead, my father dead, Eric Garner dead. There's so many dead bodies. It's time for them to address this. Otherwise, the FBI was recording through my phone. They put me on forever, and it's a good thing they put me on surveillance because any threat anybody says to me is being recorded by them. So it's not like I'm lying. So black Americans can say they're going to be killing Africans, And I saw that those gang members, I saw them come to Eric Adams' office. He was the borough of president of Brooklyn in 2019. And Trump has been protecting Eric Adams, you know, because he doesn't want the gang this Eric Adams is using to rob Africans like me. He doesn't want them to go to prison. So Trump is freeing Eric Adams from prison and stuff. You know, President Trump. You know, so this is what's going on. Please donate to my Cash App and West Homeless. Non-conditional charity donation. And all of you, you know, engaging in threats against me, trying to kill me, trying to rob me, trying to marry me, please stop. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm looking for robbery. I'm not looking for membership in any cult or gang, whether sexual, social, or violence gang, or religious gang. Please leave me alone. I'm not looking for French reader. I'm only looking for non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or interest, or to me in person when I'm begging for money street, or student loan with interest rate from the like the one U.S. government charges student in America, or the one commercial bank charges student in America. So please, you know, this is terrorism. I'm recording everything on my memory card. The memory card now costs almost $50. So this is what I spend my money on. I do beg for money, and I'm getting thinner and thinner since I've been poisoned. I used to go to Shake Shack, and I noticed the black American workers, they were laughing at me. And since I started drinking that Shake Shack milkshake, chocolate milkshake, they tell me they have to go and prepare a special for me. You know, they were laughing, and when I drink it, you know, I would start losing weight, all my hair would start falling up. They said the Russians have a special poison. And that's how I was criticizing Russia and Trump. You know, and sometimes people try to hit me with garbage trucks, you know, when I'm crossing the street and stuff, you know, and they're following me around with ambulances. I'm going to be killed soon, so I should watch it out. So this is what's going on. This is terrorism, and with the terrorists of Africa, they've stolen my green card, stolen my passport, stolen my ID, and a guy close to Trump, Eric Adams, was making fun after they stole my green card, passport, and ID. He said, go back to where you come from, all you outsiders. They're not going to go back, come here. So this is what's going on.